And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Toronto Blue Jays have a chance to get out of town with a series sweep, and that's big against a division rival.
Yeah, they want to walk out of here feeling really good about what they've done. And sweeps are good, but divisional sweeps are outstanding, especially on the road. They're going to get a tough game from the other side, though, and no one's okay with getting swept in their own building, so they'll be ready as well.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill, the lefty, Jeffrey Springs. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
Line to left. And a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Santiago Espinal, the next to hit. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boone. Aggressive, and it paid off. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it's off the wall. Coming home. He'll score, and they're up by 3. And he's there at third with a triple.
Well done. Drives in the run. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Here's Justin Turner, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. In the air, right field. Squeezes it. Runner tags for home. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And it's 4-0.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These hitters are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Number 36 at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Kicks and deals. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. So, man aboard. George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. Looking to stay hot after yesterday's game. 4 for 5 in that one. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Varsho ground second on his way to third. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's 5-0.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout and ready to make a move to the bullpen. Jeffrey Springs. Now a new pitcher for the Rays, Taj Bradley.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today.
Oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Throw home, not in time, the run scores. It's 6-0.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Kiermaier batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Two outs and a foul ball. Next pitch downstairs, and it's 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. Out of here. A gigantic blast. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 8-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 2 down, Santiago Espinal next up for the Blue Jays. Fastball for a strike. Already 8 runs across this inning here in the finale of this 4-game set. Bounced up the middle. Rosario. Out number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now an 8-0 game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the mound now, Alek Manoah.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And the pitch. Josh Lowe in the box now. No balls and a strike. Manoah, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Kiermaier puts it away, and there's 2 away. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments so if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
And it's 1-1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Diaz leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Struck him out looking. The Rays strand just the 1, and they're on the short end of an 8. Back here at Tropicana Field, and the batter now, Bo Bichette. The right-hander back to work. That one ripped. And no one can get there. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Everything came together for him. Nice job at driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Fair ball. Throws to second. And back to first safely he goes. A run comes in on the play. Man at first, Justin Turner now. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. And he grounds one to the right side. To second, there's one. To Diaz. That's two. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Swings through that one for strike one.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
This one in the air, center field. Siri in position. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. But they push across 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. Now to the bottom of the second. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's Randy Arozarena. And he deals. Outside low. And that is ball 1. That one down the line. Guerrero takes it himself and quickly one away in the second. Lau at the plate. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Espinal. Lau out on the play.
Batting 7. The center fielder.
And now it's Jose Siri. Hitless yesterday as they only pushed across 1 run. Now this is in the air down the line. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. Hit on the ground to the right side. He handles it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing to it for Tampa. Steep hill to climb. It's a 9-0 deficit. All set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, number 36. And it's fouled away.
Well, these Blue Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
And that one ripped into right, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
The batter, the right fielder.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Springer stands in now and watches strike 1. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. A massive home run. And they boost their lead. It's 11-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he put a really nice swing.
And the Rays, they go to the bullpen. Kevin Kelly.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And that's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here's Kiermaier now. High fly ball, right field. And there's one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Second baseman.
Man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Santiago Espinal. He's already homered here in this one. And that one lifted in the air center field. Siri in position. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. Oh, he throws it away. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. This to third. Paredes. They take the force out, and that will end the inning. It's a beautiful Springer dinger here. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. You're watching Major League Baseball. Back now in Tampa Bay, and now it's Ahmed Rosario. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Rosario in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
0-2.
That one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
1 down, base is empty. Foul ball there. 0-2 now. And he hits a ground ball right side. Fires over to Guerrero. Gets the catcher by a step. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Josh Lowe. Pitch misses there. 1-0. 2 outs, base is empty. And a seed into center. That's a base hit.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike and safe. It's a stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Man on second, 2 down. That's a little bit low.
1-1.
Left field. Varsho after it. And that's the inning. 1 left. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And the pitch. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it. Just
Paredes over to second to Diaz. That's 2.
The 5-4-3 double play is a gem in baseball. And how can you not appreciate the skill and practice it takes to make this look so easy? Great work by the infield.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. And that keeps the inning alive.
Wastes no time there. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And now here is number 36. At the belt and fires. That one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
Oh, that drilled him. And they get the out after the ricochet. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. 1 left for Toronto, but they still lead it 11-0. And we're back. On a 4 at the plate. Yandy Diaz.
Yandy Diaz.
The pitch. Out towards right center field. Springer drifts towards it. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. Isaac Paredes now.
The third baseman.
Just missed.
1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a pitch. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Randy Arozarena next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Just missed.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the finale of this 4-game set. Next pitch in for a strike. It's 2-2. Ground ball right side, and that's a fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And that one just missed off the outside edge. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. Ow! And that will end the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
Back here at Tropicana Field, top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, George Springer. The pitch. Hit hard, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And there's 1 down. Here's Kevin Kiermaier. He's already homered in this game. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Springer over at first with 1 away. That misses the zone. Now 1 and 2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Siri calls it in, 2 away.
The batter is Bob, second baseman.
So man aboard. Here's the second baseman, Santiago Espinal. 1 for 3. In the air, right field. Low makes the catch, and that'll do it. Head to the bottom of the 5th, and now it's Brandon Lau. And it's through for a hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
Siri, the next to hit, takes outside. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball.
The Blue Jays up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. Got him swinging.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Strike 2.
No ball. 2 strike.
And ball 1. Here comes a pitch. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, catcher.
And at first, Francisco Mejia coming up to hit.
Mejia.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need
They get the force. That ends the inning. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Phil Mayton. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. And the pitch. Ripped on a line to center. Makes the grab, 1 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. 3 for 3. He's got a pair of singles and a triple. And a strike in there. Vladdy, 25 years old, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. And the righty deals. Foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Justin Turner.
The third baseman, Justin Turner.
That's the third. Paredes fires over to first. Turner is back now in Tampa Bay.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Harold Ramirez at the dish. The other way. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fouls. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 2. Righty to the plate. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Corrals it. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Now the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. And a pitch. High fly ball out to left field. Sizes this one up. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And next is the designated hitter. And a foul ball. The Jays up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Sean Armstrong warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Adam also getting ready. Kicks and fires. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. One down, base is empty. In the air, out towards right center. Series sizing it up. Brings it in. 2 down. And the batter is George Springer.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Fought off foul. High in the air, out to right. Low has it sized up. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Battling here as he fouls it away. Right-handed reliever. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. Randy Arozarena next to hit for the Rays. There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Righty delivers. That one off the mark. 1-2 to count. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And 2 away now.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Swings through that one out in front that time. This to center field. Kiermaier moving under it. Drops into the glove, and the inning is over. Ready to begin the 8th, and here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Maton back to work. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Diaz moves under it, and he makes the catch. 1 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
In the air to left center. Siri sizing this one up. Nabs it. Runner tags it second. Thought about third there, but throws on the brakes. 2 away now. So man aboard, and now for the Jays, Bo Bichette. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Hit in the air, center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Around third. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His second home run of the series. It's 14-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Now on the mound for the Rays, Jason Adam.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Arozarena raging back towards the wall, and that ball is out of here. An absolute smash to left. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 16-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Sean Armstrong getting loose out there. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Back here at Tropicana Field, bottom of the 8th. And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. That's in there. That's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Just missed. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Gets a piece and stays alive.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
He swung over top of the curveball. Ahmed Rosario next to hit for the Rays. There's a strike.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
The Blue Jays up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, I'd say he pretty much had to offer at that one. You don't want to. Bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Good eye in that spot. Into the outfield, base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. So the Rays batting order turns over. Now it's the right fielder, Josh Lowe. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. The Rays with a lot of ground to make up here in the finale of this 4-game set. That one in the dirt, 2-1. Good eye right there.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
So now here's the DH, Harold Ramirez. That one catches the zone. Strike 1. Mejia on second. Low at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball. We go to the 9th, and now the right fielder, George Springer. The pitch. He swings and fouls one off. Adam goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a changeup, a 4-seamer, a slurve, and he works in a slider. That misses off the outside edge. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Sean Armstrong up and throwing. That's out to center field. Siri in position. Makes the catch for the out. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays.
Catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. In the air, out towards left center. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Out number 2. So the batting order turns over. Kevin Kiermaier next up for the Blue Jays. And he chases a high fastball there.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
2 outs. Swing and a foul straight back. Left-hand batter waits. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Hard. Back now in Tampa Bay. And now the first baseman, GadiTheShow. Pitch. Up through there for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
That one outside. And now it's even 1-1. On the ground to the left. Bichette gets it to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. Isaac Paredes digs in now. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's in for a strike. A little out front there as he swings through it.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
He takes it on his own, and they're down to their last out. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Randy Arozarena. That one in there across the letters. That's in there, and that is strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Now, that's the ball game.
Well, this is a nice sweep. Good way to finish this series. You're heading to another city for another one. Got to maintain the same focus. Whatever you were doing in this city, make sure you're doing the same thing in the next one. Eat the same thing, sleep the same way, get to the ballpark at the same time.
So this one got a little out of hand. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here.